Hello everyone, good morning. Hello everyone, good morning. It's good to see you all here. Just give us a couple of seconds, we'll wait for more people to join in and then we can begin with day 4 of Detect Anything with WorkOS AI agents. All right, I think we can get started. So over the last few days, we've explored the work of security agent, port and maritime agent. We've also covered the public safety agent and DFR agent yesterday. Today we move into something quite different, sort of a living, moving infrastructure system. So highways. Today we are going to cover the workhorse highway and monitoring agent. So this is not perimeter monitoring, it's continuous corridor intelligence. So before we start, I can just paint a picture for you, maybe one scenario, and we'll use that same scenario to go through the different videos that we'll be presenting today. So let's imagine you have a stretch of a highway, could be 10, 12 kilometers. There's mixed traffic, active construction. Maybe there have been some weather calamities, so recent storms, due to which the road is not in working order. There's also a lot of peak hour pressure. So now let's walk through at what this looks like operationally. So just doubling down on the entire highway and transportation management scenario, monitoring scenario. So highways are constantly changing. Traffic density shifts every few minutes. Construction zones evolve weekly. Could be a under construction highway, or there could be some maintenance going on. Weather alters the road conditions overnight, and one minor event can escalate into a major incident within minutes. But monitoring systems are mostly static. So you could have CCTV cameras, you could have manual patrol vehicles, communication that happens through radio. Uh, a lot of times, even people passing by through that particular area are reporting incidents. So it could be citizens who are doing that. And that's the mismatch. Dynamic environment, static monitoring is where operational risks build over time, and the real question is, how do we monitor a living system intelligently? And that brings us to the real gap. Even with drones deployed today, most operations are still reactive. Something happens, something gets reported, then a drone verifies it when it's at that specific location. This means that the valuable time is lost. Between camera poles, there are blind spots. During storms, visibility drops. Manual inspection cycles miss a lot of issues. So the real problem isn't that there's a lot of lack of video, it's lack of continuous monitoring and intelligence and detection across that entire stretch of highway that we discussed. So let's look at what changes when we move from reactive monitoring to corridor intelligence. So again, going back to the 12 kilometers of stretch that we spoke about, taking the scenario after heavy rain, before AI, maybe a driver was reporting that there's a fallen branch, or you could see that okay, now the traffic has started to build up. Dispatch checks CCTV, a patrol vehicle is sent out with limited context, traffic begins building, and secondary collision risks might also be on the cards. So everything is sequential. Now imagine the same corridor with AI or workhorse running on top of it. The drone is already flying, could be a scheduled mission, could be a scheduled go-to location. AI flags an obstruction, basically detects something, the typical scenarios that you've prompted it to detect. And again, this is something that is purely, and we are flexible on that, so you are able to customize this based on your workflows. It flags, the specific detection. A geotagged alert is generated. A live video string can be shared immediately with the relevant stakeholders. So could be people in the remote command and control center, or a police vehicle that's on site that can actually go and see what is happening. Field teams can also see the scene before rolling out to that specific location. So detection, verification, and alerting happen in parallel, and that's kind of the shift from sequential to parallel response. And this is the response that accelerates that entire loop closure. So now let's look at how this plays out in real highway scenarios. uh, the workhorse highway and transportation agent is sitting on top of your fleet, so it doesn't replace your drones. It's augmenting them. Could be a dog drone along a fixed corridor, or a drone deployed from a patrol car, which is something that is very common in such use cases. And the AI layer continuously analyzes what it sees. So it looks for anomalies, it looks for safety risks, it looks for early infrastructure degradation, and this is intelligence during the flight. Again, breaking down into a couple of scenarios, going back to our corridor, assume that there's an active construction happening on a particular stretch. Traditionally, the compliance checks are period. The inspectors could just do a random drive through. Violations may go unnoticed in between visits. And let me actually just play this video. Right. Construction vehicles are present. People could be not wearing PPEs or improper safety equipment. Unplanned work or maintenance activity could be happening. So, compliance monitoring now becomes continuous instead of periodic. And if needed, the drone can also broadcast a safety announcement. So, let's say if you have, you're using the drone with a dock, you could enable the speaker functionality via the FlytBase dashboard, and you can raise alerts to the people who are in safety violation. So this isn't just about safety; it's also about unpredictable hazards. So let's say debris appears after wind gusts, or after a storm. So today, debris is often discovered if there is a routine road patrol, or if somebody who's actually there reports it. With workhorse, foreign objects are detected instantaneously. So a geotagged alert is raised. The gesture again can be shared with field operators. They know exactly where they're heading to. So it reduces uncertainty, secondary collision risk. So as you saw in the video, let me just maybe pause and show you again. So over here, we are able to detect there's a truck collision that's happened, there's a debris on the road, and also we can see that there's a traffic buildup. So different type of detections all happening within the same frame, can be customized to your specific workflows. So one more thing is landslide. So it could be, you're monitoring highways or roads for a steep terrain or a region where this is pretty common. Instead of waiting for reports, the drone is already patrolling that area. Verification happens instantaneously. Control rooms also send in the live feed. And this is how you're able to figure out, okay, how many more resources do I need? I've instantaneously identified what's probably wrong, and now how many more people or how many maintenance equipment, what type of maintenance equipment do I need to send in. You can also probably take other actions. Let's say if there's a route diversion that you need to take, or let people know about, that's something that you can do as well. So here you can see the drone has been able to detect a visible landslide, and based on that, again, you can take you're situationally informed, and you can take the next steps according to your workflows. Right. So one more thing is sign damage, or specifically it could be potholes, cracks on road. So small surface cracks become potholes eventually. And if this is something that you're monitoring a piece of stretch of the highway, you would probably want to detect all of these early and then send that information across to your maintenance teams, classify the severity as well. So now it's possible. So let me just show you a quick video. In this video, you can see that there are minor cracks and maybe a couple of major cracks on the video as well. So the drone is able to figure out and has been able to detect that event. Once you go in and click, let me just maybe zoom in as well. So it's able to detect major cracks and minor cracks as well. This also depends. So what you can do is within the agents, you can set the timer at which the agent is able to capture images. So let's say it detects the scene or the frame for 30 seconds and then figures out. So if that's something that you want to do, again, depends on your operational environments, you can do that as well. So a couple of more other scenarios. So let's say if you want to figure out there are standing trucks or vehicles at a particular stretch where they're not supposed to be, or it could even be people, at points where they're not supposed to be. So that's something that you can figure out. Traffic violations, if uh, people are not driving with helmets, or if they're wearing helmets, that's something that you can figure out. Excavators, if they're in action, where are they exactly? Again, it helps you keep an entire uh, track on that particular stretch of highway. You want to detect cars with specific colors. Let's say imagine a scenario where a hit and run case happened. You are aware that, or maybe on ground, forces have told you, okay, it's a red car and it's headed towards a specific location. You can, do a go to location within the search bar, track for that specific color of the car, and even the number plate. So if you're able to zoom in enough, the AI would also be able to identify the number plate of the car. So that these are the type of workflows that you can run with the workhorse AI agent. Right. So I showed you a couple of examples, and the way we have seen it that you can use it at scale is where you connect different systems, so that different seamless connectivity between different systems is really important. So again, maybe a scenario where CCTV alarms, or if you're using a video management system, or a CAT system is able to raise a specific type of a trigger. The drone goes to that location. It's searching for specific events. The RTSP feed is already on, so different stakeholders have the feed. The guest share, along with the map and the telemetry, is also online. So over here, the drone is not isolated; it's very well integrated within your systems, and this is how it becomes a part of your daily workflow. It's not just an autonomy project, or you're just flying scheduled missions. We've seen that the way to scale this and augment this with AI is that you integrate this well within your workflows. And this works across deployments as well. So like I said earlier, highways require very flexible coverage. So dog drones cover high priority corridors. Vehicle based drones respond to unpredictable events. The intelligence layer again remains the same, so it could be a dog drone, could be a non dog drone. It's the same dashboard, same type of alerts, same integrations. And you're not managing multiple systems, you're managing your entire fleet through a unified intelligence layer. So we've seen all the examples, the scenarios, the different features, functionalities of the workhorse AI agent that you can use, and the other features and functionalities of FlightBase that sort of complement the entire workflow. But what does this mean strategically for transportation authorities? So this shifts highway monitoring from reactive to predictive. Detection to dispatch time drops. Secondary collision risk reduces because you're already there, you're already detecting things early. Manual inspection cycles decrease, and infrastructure blind spots also shrink. And the best part about it is that it scales. So from one corridor to multiple highways to statewide networks, and this is something that we're already doing. It's not just about adding drones, like we've been saying since day one. It's all about adding intelligence on top of the drones that you're already using. And yes, so this is it for today. We just wanted to show you what exactly the traffic monitoring and highway monitoring agent does. I hope this helps paint a picture on probably how you can use it for your own workflows. All right, I think we're almost on time. Any questions? We can open the house for some questions. I see a lot of people in the chat. Any questions on how you're thinking about implementing this? Maybe I can help. Hi, Jean. I didn't really understand. Can you specify what layers are exactly? And if you want to unmute yourself, you can do that as well. Yes, so you can trigger them on the fly. So the current limitation is that multiple agents can't work at the same time. So it could either be one single prompt which detects multiple things. But if you think about something on the fly, let's say again, you're doing a mission, the ground team tells you there's been a hit and run. We want you to track a black pickup truck. So you head towards that location in the prompt on the fly, add a new prompt, and then enable it so you would be able to detect that black pickup truck in your area of operation. So that's totally possible. Sure. So there's just a small cross button right where you're flying inside the cockpit view. You just need to click on that, and then you could either save your prompt so you don't have to write them again, or if it's on the fly, you just need to type it quickly and then enable it. So it'll take you a couple of seconds to, um, you know, get that new prompt working. Does that? All right. All right, I think we're up on time. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining today's session. As always, really appreciate your time. If you haven't already, please, go and use this functionality with your drones and dogs. Let us know if you have any feedback. And looking forward to tomorrow. So tomorrow we are going to cover the workforce agent for construction sites. So if you're somebody who's working, within the construction industry, and that's something that you want to learn about, we will be painting a picture on how this workforce agent works within that industry as well. So thank you so much for your time and have a great day. I'll speak to you tomorrow.